giant river there.
Details, details.
Details, yep.
So I think you have to control all of the buildings, or the three relevant buildings.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I think I got a couple more. Let's see, that's got two, four. Hmm. All right. Well, this will be interesting. Maybe. I'm thinking of close assaulting that M1, and I always it's a rather involved. It's not something you do a whole lot. So let's see here. How did that? Where is? Okay, pass morale check. Attack plus high. Lowest armor. What's your lowest armor? It is
6.
6. Hmm. So a D6 plus. I got to pass a morale check first of all. Um, D6 plus my firepower, which is gonna be 3. Hmm. 3 plus a D6 versus a D6 plus 6. That's not very good. Uh, don't I get any? What's HE? HE is HE equivalent. It's a anti-tank weapon, which I don't have. Yeah, it's a little ambitious, which makes sense given it is an M1.
There's that,
There's that. All right, so let's see. We got 2 turns left.
including this one.
Yes, yes. I need to get some of these hexes. All right. So the unit adjacent to the M1 is going to low crawl.
Okay.
I'll take that back. I'm going to pass.
Going to pass. Ah,
Hmm.
all right. All right. So I'm going to move Lieutenant Moore with his gag. I guess it's one squad and a bunch of other stuff. And they're going to see woods are 2, right? For infantry.
Sounds correct.
All right. So he and his gaggle are going to move 1, 2, 3, and load up onto that M113.
Okay.
Over to you.
And so we think that that would allow the M113 to move.
I think so. I think the M113 can move half of its
It, yeah, you can still
movement.
use half, but more is essentially done.
More is finished, but the M113 has half its movement.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Hmm. All right, I'll pass.
Okay, I've got the squad. I can't remember if I unloaded them or not, but let's say I didn't. So I will unload the squad. Actually, I think I did, but it doesn't really matter. I'll either low. I think I unloaded them, but and if so, I'll low crawl them into the building, and if I didn't unload them, I will unload it and walk them into the building.
Yeah, I think you unloaded them because I think I was kind of waiting for you to, after unloading, move in there so I could do something wicked, but you didn't do it. So let's just say that
Yeah.
they were unloaded.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And where do I want to walk? I think I want to walk them into the main tower, into this tower, like so.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I should actually be putting move markers on him. So
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
move
know what to do
to
about more, but what did you
yeah.
move him or low crawled him?
I low crawled him.
Yeah. There's
Good point.
a different, unfortunately, green marker for that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Over to you.
Um, I'll pass.
Okay. I am going to. Now let me just look into this. So, well, let's see. All right, my M1 is going to shoot your anti-tank team.
No, there's that too, I guess. Yeah.
So you measured that as 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at 25, my hit is a 10, and but I think I'm moving and stuff. So
Yeah.
my vehicle is not open, but he's in the covered arc. No degrading terrain. I'm using assault movement, so I'm adding 2 to the die roll. And that might be it.
Hmm. Okay. So this is
So
the to hit roll. Okay.
this is the to hit roll. Adding 2 to the die roll, I need a 10 or less. 8 begins a 10. I think that's a hit.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And then this is ordnance versus infantry.
It is,
So 1d6 plus your HE equivalent.
which is a 5?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm a 1d6 straight up.
Okay, 1d6 plus 5. We have a 1. Oh, only a 6.
Okay. And I'm a 4. So it's a DC at 2, which is 1d6 plus 2, 6
They love it.
against a 6. I think I'm okay.
Okay. And he is now, I'm just going to flip that to fired. Oh, all right. Okay, over to you.
Let's see. You've got. I'll pass.
I will pass.
Yeah, sticker. Um, I really can't cross that river, huh? Uh, um, All right. These guys are going to low crawl.
Okay. I will pass.
The red box on the movement, that's the ones that can assault move, right?
Um,
Yeah, that's what that.
yes, that's right.
Okay. Um, hmm. Assault move capable. Okay. What what happened? Did you pass? Is that I'm trying to think of the
Let's see, I think you crawled, low crawled, I passed,
uh-huh.
and I think it's over to you.
All right. I've got one of these guys is going to low crawl to the first floor. You'll see in a second. You see that?
Was that where
J15, the
is that
brown
Major
building.
Petrov?
No, it's
Oh, okay,
you
I
see
see
this
him.
guy?
Yep,
Yeah, this
got it. Okay,
hex. There were two squads, and one went to the first floor by low crawling.
okay, got it. Okay, pass.
How would this work? Um, it's a good time to do it. So let's see, two. No, it's even better. Although, two, four. All right. Major Petrov and his squad
Yep.
are going to double time for two,
Okay.
and then four,
Okay.
which so they're upstairs now. So let me. 2, 4, and then one more for 6.
So they've double timed. Okay, got it.
Yeah, across the second floor there.
Okay.
Um, All right. So I think, as far as I could tell, now I have all the hexes and all the buildings that I need.
Okay, that sounds probably right.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to
Oh, and
activate.
they're moved. Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to activate this M113 and assault move him, and he's going to, let's see here. So let's see. One, two, three. Actually, strike that. Two. Oh gosh, I'm doing it the wrong way. Three, four, and he's going to fire into that hex.
With Phil Petrov.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire into the upper part of the hex, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
so
What do you have?
I think he's got a four.
Okay, you got the machine gun. Okay.
Got the machine gun.
Yep.
So he's a four. Assault move is not good. So let's take a look at that.
I think it's -2, but
Yeah, I think that's right. Um,
no, minus
yeah, there we go.
target unit. Oh, it's target unit.
Yeah, third from the bottom. Vehicle mounted machine gun firing after assault movement.
Yeah.
So that's a -2. So, but you're moving. So that's +1. So I think I'm at a net -1.
And what about the Abrams as a vehicle is degrading?
I don't. I think if I'm firing, if you're in the upper story, I think I'm firing over the Abrams.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing,
Okay,
but just throwing it out there.
no, that's fair.
So would you say you're
No.
net -1?
Well, let's see. So
Oh,
yeah, so I'm four +1 for your moving is five, and then -2 for assault move. So I think +3.
you're +3, and then I'm a +4 for terrain. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, rolling. Another one. Outstanding. All right, I think you're fine. Okay.
Okay.
Over to you.
Okay. All right. Oh, could you put a fired on him?
I should.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um. I'll pass.
Okay. I'll pass.
Hmm. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hmm. All right. I've got 014 or Q14. They're going to
Before,
low crawl into that space.
okay, I'll
And,
pass.
and I'm going to put them. Oops. Um, hmm. Hmm. Uh, what do I need to do? So you passed, huh?
I have passed.
Um, I'll pass. Oh, hey
And I
Jack.
will.
Hey Jack.
Hello.
Hey Keith.
Hey,
Oh, Jack joined us.
All right,
Hey,
you.
Jack. This is Keith. How you doing?
Keith, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Where you at, Keith?
I'm in River Forest.
Oh, you're a local dude too, so we're all socked in together. This with
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
snowstorm of the century.
Precisely.
Although
Better.
I just stuck my head out the window. I let my dogs out. There really isn't that much snow on the ground yet. I expected it to be a little heavier, but maybe it's not coming till later. I don't know.
Yeah, it's we've gotten like maybe 2, 3 inches or something like that. Not too bad.
Yeah,
But
that's. I mean, they closed all the schools and system shut down all across the board. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't that bad.
no, I was looking at the radar. There seems to be a snowstorm that seems to like pretty much go from here into Minnesota or something coming. So we'll see.
We'll see what we get over the overnight. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm off. I got to stay here with my son anyway. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing too. Is like, oh, the kids are staying home. I'll stay home. Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my plan.
My wife is gonna take my daughter to Disney on Ice over at Rosemont, which is somebody's gonna pick them up and drive them around. So it's like okay,
That'll work.
yeah. Enjoy, ladies. I will. Me and the boy will stay home.
Yeah. And you got young
Perfect.
ones, right?
Yeah, I got an 18-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And the 4-year-old and mommy are going out to Disney, and my son was up. He'll be playing Minecraft all day long. So
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're in turn 5 of 6 of this scenario, and let's see. Keith, you I passed, or you passed, I passed, and now you are going to.
I'm going to pass.
Oh, you're gonna wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me get rid of the admin markers.
who's who here?
I am playing the Soviets,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm holding on to these buildings for
Mm-hmm.
now, and we're going into the last turn. So
Yeah. Basically, it's an airborne assault, first day of the war. It started off, I think, 3 American squads, and I swooped in with what 9 Soviet squads on 5 helicopters.
mhm.
Cool.
Took all the buildings he needed, and then I get some reinforcements and try to take them back, which
Cool.
is it's not it's kind of looking grim for the good guys here, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Now, how much? I mean, I came into this system like when they came out with the first the Vietnam game like a long time ago, and it's evolved a little bit, but not too much. I'm glad
Mhm.
to see it's the basic rule systems are kind of the same.
Hmm.
I dig it. I like the system a lot. I like Squire too, but I mean, I dig the sort of simplicity of it.
Yeah, I think Keith and I are both pretty new to it. It's just since the with all the reprintings or the new games and everything.
Yeah, I think they just cleaned it. I don't know how much it's like. I think you commented it hasn't really changed a lot. It
Mm,
really hasn't, other than the production values have gone up. Like
yeah.
I just got the Japanese one, and it's it's the kind of counters where it's already pre-rounded, so you don't
Hmm.
get as many counters in a sheet, and it's that's about it. And some in
Yeah.
the booklet's nicer and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but
Good.
it hasn't changed that much.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. What do you think, Keith? Initiative?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Alrighty.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that.
over to you.
All right. I think is that the first time I've had it this scenario?
Maybe.
Except at the very beginning.
Could be.
Yeah.
I've been making the most of it too, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Hmm. It'd be a shame not to get this helicopter involved somehow.
Yeah, that would be a pity.
So
Mm.
I should have put him in flight mode so I could hover him this turn. Oh well. Um.
If you want to do that, that's fine, not a worry.
Yeah. Let me think about him.
Hmm. Let's see here.
I don't know that I need to. I've got to. Let's see. One. Hmm. And he could fire, but he would. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna move the squad on the bottom floor of the Brown building, J15,
Okay.
and he's gonna go one.
Okay, hold on there for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
There's a lot of meaty armor in this little lots of armor and lots of RPGs.
Yeah,
A
I don't
lot
know
of
if I'm gonna
a
get
lot
to
of
use
stuff.
them, but
And you got a nice attack helicopter there.
Okay, I think I'm going to let you go.
all right. Okay. So he's on the first floor down here.
Okay.
Oops. Hold on. Let me mark him. Okay.
All right. Let's just take a look at this real quick. All right.
I haven't had a whole lot of interest in modern stuff, but lately there's been a lot of cool modern stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like I even
Absolutely.
And this one's a lot of fun. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks cool.
Yeah.
I even dug up my Force Eagles War my dusty copy of that game that I bought and never ever played.
What's it called?
It's a TCS, like the gamers TCS
Uh huh.
system. It was Force
Oh,
Eagles War, and it was their one modern. It came out in like the early. It's one of their first. It's very very early, and it was like a modern. It's like a hypothetical confrontation between the U.S. and the Soviets in like Jordan, like in the Middle East someplace.
Oh really?
And it's just and I think it was. I don't think it was a big success, and I don't think
Uh huh.
Dean Essex felt like doing any more with it, but it was a cool idea.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a system. That TCS is on my short list of things to put on the table sometime soon.
Well, you better get going on it because I don't know if they're making any more of it. They're
No, no, I bought about 5 or 6 of them in the last year or so, but haven't put any on the table yet.
well, I got a lot of them. So, and if you ever want to play any, let me know because I've been dying to try. I even got like the weird ones like Laros and all the kooky ones.
Okay, I'll take you up on that because that's it's as I say, it's on my short list, and if you know how to play it, that's that'd be great.
Yeah, I know, kind of. I know how to play everything, kind of, just because I spend a lot of time by myself. So I mean, I'm sure
That's how
to
it
think it
starts
through a
out.
little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
I got enough to get about 3/4 of the way through, and then we'll come up with something. We'll have to spend 20 minutes looking at the rule book. You know how it is.
I know exactly how that is. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take this M113. I'm going to assault move him to there. Over to you.
Hmm. Interesting. All right. I need a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of. I've been doing, at least I and Ty and I have been doing a lot of kind of post World War II hypothetical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been doing this, and then Fleet series,
Oh, I
and
love the Fleet series. I like
yeah,
the
that's
Fleet
good
series.
That's
Too.
fun.
stuff. We did Persian Gulf from the Third World War series
Okay. Mm-hmm.
back. I guess that was what back in the summer or something like that, somewhere in
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
ballpark. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a fair amount of modern games. I just don't. I take them out and I fart around with them a little bit, and then I kind of put them away. But I got like TAC Air, and I got some stuff. I just the Fleet series I like a lot. I enjoy that. It's just a fun game to play. I don't know how realistic or whatever it is, but every time that stupid The Hunt for October comes on, or then I'll watch that, and then I'll read Red Storm Rising, and then I'm like, okay, I want to pull out the modern stuff and play around with
no, I know what you're talking about.
it. I'm probably not alone,
No, you're not.
and then that.
All right, Keith, check this out.
Okay.
We're gonna go 1.
Okay, hold on here. Whoa. So get that guy, huh? Okay. Okay. Keep
2,
going. Yep.
3,
Yep.
4.
Okay.
Charging right down the old airfield. That's pretty bold. That's some bold moves there, Ty.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, apparently the combat ends right after this turn. So
That's right. Peace breaks out.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got the commissar with his pistol charging right
That's
behind
right.
him. Then
That's right.
you guys, don't you run right down the middle of the airfield straight at the tank. Wave your arms around too if you can.
Well, oh boy. Okay, well, I guess we're going to try that shot again at your. Jeez. All right, I guess we're going to try that shot again at your ATGM team.
Okay.
So we got
The
a 10.
Abrams.
Yeah, with the Abrams.
Okay.
So we've got and Jack, he's got an anti-tank guided missile team, right, basically right down the end of that road.
Oh, I see him. Yep.
Yeah,
There are a couple RPGs sitting right there.
there's all sorts of bad stuff happening here.
Yeah.
So,
They're mean.
All
The
right.
Soviets are ready for you.
so I hit those guys last time, but it was apparently basically a dud. It didn't do anything. So, all right. So we got. I'm still buttoned up.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 to hit. I'm not moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a 10 to hit.
Yeah. What happened last time though? Wasn't it 10 to hit last time?
It was an 8 to hit because I was assault moving.
Oh, it's okay. It was 10 to hit, but you had 8 or yeah, you had plus 2.
I had plus
No
2 to
plus
the
2
roll.
this time. Okay.
Yeah, no plus 2 exactly. So 10 or less.
Yeah. Hey,
That'll do it.
okay.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Yep.
Adding 5, so damage, adding 5 to the die roll, 2, so it's a 7.
Okay. And I'm a D6.
Ooh.
5. So another DC at 2. And 3, 5.
Oh,
Nice.
man, that is nice.
Uh-oh.
More pity. All right. So we're going to put a fire on that guy. And over to you.
Hmm. I'll pass.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Well,
So what does a DC2 mean? I'm sorry.
Damage check at 2.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm going to roll a D6 and add 2 to it and compare it to my morale.
To your morale, right? Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I don't know, Keith.
man.
Been there. Been there.
Yeah.
Too far to
This was,
go with not a lot of. I mean, you got a couple options, but
yeah, we're running out of them pretty fast here.
Are you running? Is it like not running out of time?
yeah, this is the last turn, and he's got to at least take back at least one of these victory hexes of mine. And
Oh, I see.
there's only probably a couple that are in play, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just.
Yep. Hmm. And that ATGM team, they're tough.
Yeah, they look pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the Abrams, I'm pretty good against
Most of the stuff.
most of the other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Abrams is insane, but
Now, Ty, where are you again? You're in Downers Grove?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
just
Yeah, you
yes.
fellas are just down the 294 from me.
Hmm.
I'm up by O'Hare, so that ain't far.
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
I've driven a lot farther to play games. I'll tell you that much.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think we all have.
I used to play. I still kind of. I haven't done it in a while. There's a squad leader group that meets in Bolingbrook. Nice guys.
Hmm.
I've been there most of
I think I think I know that group a little bit. I forget his name. There's a guy who's a Harley guy.
Yeah, Eric Ortega.
Yep. Yeah, I've met him a couple times.
Yeah, he's nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
And they meet in like a church, so it's like
Hmm.
it's pretty. It's actually nice. So they have coffee and it's a
Hmm.
nice, comfortable space.
Yeah, there was a guy there who I met at one of their meetings because I sold some games and I just said, hey, I'll run them down to you, and he said,
Hmm.
oh yeah, we're playing ASL, and I've never, I don't think I've ever, maybe I played ASL once like 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I was watching these guys play for a while, and it's pretty intense.
I
They,
like it.
yeah.
It gets the rules spin out of control real fast
Hmm.
when you try to do. I mean, the basic infantry mechanics are terrific. I think,
Yeah.
and basic mechanics of infantry and armor and stuff like that is great. It's just when things can spin out of control, like just.
Hmm.
I mean, everything is based on dice rolls. I mean, you can always fudge it if you had to, and if you just don't feel like wasting time, you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when you got a 3-ring binder of rules, that's
One
trouble.
guy had a binder of the scenarios,
Oh yeah,
and I like just everything.
yeah,
They were playing World War II, and like they had every conceivable theater, and oh yeah, here's a something in Czechoslovakia. Like, I mean, what
yeah,
game has anything
right,
in Hungary or Czechoslovakia? Or I mean, I guess
yeah.
it's like that's pretty cool.
I used to be that guy.
Okay.
I used to play that a lot back in the '90s, and I was a play tester and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I never quite had the grasp of the rules. I don't know. I didn't deserve to be a playtester, but I helped on the Bridge Too Far one. That was
Oh,
that's my
cool.
claim, I think.
Huh?
But it's a period I like, and I like that battle. It was
Yeah.
fun playing around. So
Yeah,
and it
Market
was
Garden's my favorite.
me too. It's one of my favorites too. I like all the airborne land. I like the
Hmm.
Crete campaign too. And I was really pushing hard for somebody to come up with a Crete, and somebody did, but that was well after I'd gotten out of it for a while. So
Okay.
all
So
that air landing stuff.
we're going to try this.
Hmm.
My squad in the church tower
Okay.
going to lay smoke on top of the Abrams. Actually, strike
Mm.
before I do that. My M113 is going to fire at Major Petrov. So he's 4 - 2. I
He's gonna have
think.
to spot him first.
Oh, good point. All right, let's roll to spot him first.
Yeah, that'll
Oh,
do
he's
it.
spotting.
There he is.
Hey, look at that.
All right. Let's see. Spotted. Okay. And now we're going to fire.
Okay.
So I think 4 - 2. So I don't think we're going to do anything to him, but let's see. 6. Hey, that works. So what, 8?
Yeah, so 6 -2 for assault and +2 for the, or no,
Plus
+4
4
for
for the.
the machine gun.
Yep.
All right, and I'm a D6 +4 for terrain, and so 7 to what is it? 8,
8.
8. So DC 1. So oh, look at that.
Oh,
Um,
Major Petrov doesn't make it.
Petrov.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's something.
Oh, Major Petrov. Come
yeah,
on.
and his lackey seems to be okay.
His lackey loves it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll take what we can get.
His lackeys look like Spetsnaz guys. They look like high. They're like assault troops or something. The high firepower dudes.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, yeah, good point. Looks like they have different. I mean, they're assault units. They've got shorter range, but
Short range and higher firepower.
yeah, higher firepower. Their helmets are different, for whatever that's worth. It could be.
Yeah,
Although
nicer helmet.
they got looks like the Kalashnikov, so I don't know if that's all that special, but could be.
Who knows?
Pretty serious backpacks, though.
Oh yeah.
All right. I guess over to you after that heroic shaking of Major Petrov.
Yeah, you know what the oh, you know what, Keith?
Hmm.
You rolled a double 1 on your Abrams shot.
Okay.
That's. I mean, I don't know if we need to go back, but I'd hate to miss a chance to use my Su-25.
Oh, is that does this bring in your aircraft?
Yeah, I mean the general rule is if any time a doubles are rolled, then
Oh,
the aircraft comes in the next.
well, we have to do that.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
want to pile it on, but I don't. We've never had aircraft in our scenarios
If
before.
anything, just to amuse me, I'd love to
Yeah.
see.
absolutely. I gotta see this.
Now there are a lot of numbers on this thing, so I gotta. I think basically I choose a column or row for it to come in, and then it does some stuff. Beyond that, it gets a little fuzzy.
Okay.
Su-25. Let's see what that one looks like. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's like the Warthog, the Russian Warthog of sorts, right? It's just like the ground attack plane.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one they just lost in Syria, actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I actually have to roll. Let's see. Roll 1d6 to determine from what direction. 5 or 6 is the owning player's choosing. Unlimited movement factor, but must move, enter, and exit in the same impulse. Straight line, point of entry to point of exit. Oh, you've got a what do you call it? Don't you have a anti-air somewhere?
I
Ooh,
do.
you have Stinger. Oh, we got to do this. Okay, this is gonna
No,
get
yeah,
weird.
absolutely. No, this has got to happen.
Okay, all right. So let me roll 1d6.
Oh yeah, look at that.
One. So that's from the north. So and then I think I can only let's see marked series of numbers. Air support cannon, firepower. A number of adjacent hexes along its flight path indicated by the number before the X. So I think for my guns, I can fire against two adjacent hexes because I'm a 2x6. 2 times 6. The air support unit attacks the hex it currently occupies and the next adjacent hex in its flight path with its cannons.
Hmm.
All right, so let me just kind of just these guys really don't have a facing, I don't think, but let's. So if that's gonna be difficult. Who can I get? Who do I really care about? I think I really only care about that M113. So for instance, let's say that I enter here in column E and I kind of swoop down. Let's ignore your Stinger for a minute.
Okay.
I think if I got to here,
Yep.
I would attack the hex it currently occupies and the next adjacent hex in its flight path with its cannons.
Yep. Sounds right.
So basically, I'd have a 6 gun or machine gun or whatever you call it, small arms against the Stinger unit, and then a 6 against the M113.
I think that's right.
And then with bombs, any hex in its flight path need not be adjacent to the hex attacks with the unit's cannon. Attacked with the HE equivalent firepower in exactly the same way. So basically, I'd use my 8 bombs against, one of those units in that E column, probably your M113.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Sounds
Now
right.
that, of course, this all ignores the the Stinger.
Right. We'll just pretend that's not there.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Okay. Does that?
That all sounds fine.
All right. So you're going to have a Stinger, probably. Well, you know where I'm coming.
Yep.
So to
My
hit,
best. I think you start basically within my short range.
yeah. So I don't know. I'll put them there for now if you want to.
Yep. I'll take a shot.
Let's see. Treating the plane as an armored vehicle. I've got an armor factor of 3. No adjacency bonus. 2 levels above. Shadow, blah, blah, blah. We don't really care. Add +2 to all ordnance fire table to hit rolls against aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
That might be my one hope. So it looks like you're at a target 7
Target 7.
with
Yep.
a +2 to this roll.
So I need a 5 or less.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get it here. Nope.
Nope.
Too bad.
Too bad. All right. So my SU-25 will do what I was saying earlier. So I'm going to swoop in with my cannons. And let's do a D6 plus 6. I guess I'm going to have some modifiers, right? There's got to be some modifiers. Where's my die roll? Let's see. Target. there's a modifier for helicopters in moving or flying mode, but not. Doesn't look like aircraft. I think I'm a
Nah,
D6 plus 6.
I think you probably are.
Unless they count this. I don't have assault move, so I'm an aircraft. I don't have a movement factor. Uh, Cannon. Let's just do. Yeah, I don't see anything about assault move, so let's call it D6 plus 6
Okay.
against the infantry in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
7.
you got a 7, and I'm adding 2 because I'm in the woods. So I got a 5.
I think
You're,
I think you're heavy wood, so I think it's a 3.
is that a 3? I don't know.
No, it is a 2. What's a
Yeah.
3? Something's a 3 in this game. Rough.
Uh,
And
yeah.
oh, the wood buildings are 3s. Okay,
Wood building.
I got it mixed
Yep.
up. Okay.
So what? You had a 7. I have a 5. So this is a check plus 2.
Hmm.
So rolling, we got a 5, which that becomes a 7. I think that's a shaken.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
stirred.
Nice. And then I've got cannons against the M113.
Yep.
So this is small arms versus a vehicle. So another D6 plus 6.
Yep.
That's a 9.
9, and I've got a a 2. Oh no.
That's your,
Um,
and it's actually your lowest armor value.
I think that's right, and that's an M113. He's got a 1.
It's got a 1, yeah.
So this is a check at 7.
Is it top armor always the lowest?
That's a good question.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying to
Do you
make
mean
things
like turret,
complicated.
or do you mean the top in the listing?
Well, the 221, the 2 is the frontal plating, right?
Yeah,
And then everything else is a 1,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah,
Sided
those are
back.
flank. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So I rolled. There was a check at. You rolled a 9. I had a 2, so it's a check at 7. I roll a 3 as a 10.
Oh, did you roll a 1 on your?
I did.
Ooh, okay. Wow. All right.
Too bad.
Let's see.
So that's. I think it's a 10 on the. So I think you shake the M113. Yeah, the vehicle.
Let's see. So you made a damage check. You got. Oh, okay. So 10 versus his morale of 6 is not double, so he's shaken. Okay.
Yeah, you shake the M113.
Yep.
Now you get to drop a
Oh,
bomb.
I got the bombs as
You
well.
got the bomb.
And I think that's. So I got an HE equivalent of 8 on that one.
Okay.
So D6 plus 8,
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Net 10.
So I had a 1 for my armor plus another
Oh,
1.
another 1. Oh, my gosh.
God.
Oh, the humanity. So I got a check at 8. 13
Oh,
on a shaken vehicle. I gotta be
and that's,
that's gotta be
that's
bad.
double, and he's got to be toast here. Shit.
double.
That's gotta be
on-
That's the old classic flaming wreck right there. That's one
Yeah.
giant metal shoebox on fire.
Well,
Well, let's see. How does that
you know, it looks like it's just another shaken.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, so what happens to a shaken? Let's see. Shaken.
Shoot, I wish I had my book with me. I just read this.
Yeah, it's not distinguishing on the chart between shaken and non-shaken vehicles.
Well, there's a crew is shaken or something, right?
Yeah.
The chance of crew tries to leave the vehicle or something like that.
Yeah, if it had been an ordnance hit, yeah, but I mean, or sorry, AP hit.
Shaken vehicles receiving another shaken result are abandoned.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so the crew bails.
hmm
They say, screw this. There's airplanes shooting at us.
Abandoned
Yeah.
vehicles are just that, abandoned. Place an abandoned marker on the vehicle. It cannot move or fire for the remainder of the scenario. No one wants
Okay.
to climb into a target.
No.
As it turns out.
uh,
Okay, abandoned. Okay, well, there you go.
Passengers of abandoned vehicles disembark and make a morale check.
Okay, so morale check for, let's see, I got, I guess that's Lieutenant Moore. So he's got a 7 or less. So rolling, he loves it.
Loves it. Yep.
He loves it.
And so it's 6 or less for the other guy. And whoops, I need 2 dice. Rolling again. 6. All
Nice.
right,
Okay.
they love
They're
it.
tough. Those guys are tough.
Yeah,
The crew, the M13 crew, they're not so tough.
And with
That's
that,
right.
I fly away.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
They've done all they can do for Mother Russia.
That's right.
This one day.
That's right. Um,
Okay. I'm going to pass.
I'll pass.
I think I'm going to pass. I think that's about it.
There you go.
I got nothing left.
All right, and let me relish my rare victory.
Enjoy.
Wow. That ended with authority.
Yeah, cool.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's it. So I kept control of the buildings. So Soviet victory.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. So do you? So I was a little bit surprised by your setup at the beginning.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess. Oh, you mean at the very beginning of the
The
game?
very beginning, yeah. Because
Yeah.
you had York and the other guys in that building, and I didn't know because I'd never played with helicopters before, but I was able to fly around and get kind of sneak into a couple of the buildings.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't know if you
Well,
had a different plan or you like, holy shit, what did I do?
oh no, wait, are you talking? So like York, those 2 guys up north?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're actually doing what I wanted them to do.
Okay.
They're just covering the bridge to keep you from reinforcing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the idea was that we'd pen half of your forces on the other side of the river and then make this blistering armored counterattack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good.
Part of the plan worked, but
I see. So the beginning of the scenario, the buildings were occupied by the U.S. forces, and then the Soviets came in and kicked them out, right? And then the Americans came back in. Obviously I came in sort of the end of the
Yeah.
end of the.
Yeah. I mean the half the American units that have and there's a couple that are I think a couple of squads got eliminated, but they can set up in any building in Niederhosa, but
Okay.
only some of the buildings are Soviet objectives, and then the Soviets fly in with these Mi-8 hips and drop
Yep.
off the troops, and then one of the Hind stays behind.
I see.
Who's
so
just-
yeah, there are like 5 Soviet helicopters on the first turn.
I see.
So I was pretty much trying to not be seen that first turn. So
Yeah.
so I did not set up in the objectives.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So that may or may not have been a good idea because I took the objectives right away and held them.
yeah,
Right. I see.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's your ATG. I was wondering. Okay, I see. He's
Yeah,
way
all
up,
the way up
way
the
up
road.
here. Okay, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, so that was right shooting right down that street. So
And he never
That-
fired.
no, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he
Um,
kept dodging my M1.
Yeah.
Was that little wire guided Sagger or something like that? Whatever the
Yep.
Yeah.
1987 version
Probably.
is.
Exactly.
Cool.
I gotta relearn all my modern equipment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've forgotten it all. At least it sort of came to an end in about the mid '80s when I stopped paying attention to things.
Yeah.
I cared very much about that, and then I stopped.
Keith,
All
when
the
I
new
was
stuff.
at Buckeye Game Fest over the summer, about midway through the week, this guy just shows up and he's got one of those um, those carts that you kind of stack stuff on it, boxes on it, and it leans and it's got wheels, and you just kind of pull 4 or 5 boxes.
Mhm.
Sure.
And he comes in and he just kind of makes this announcement that he had a buddy who passed away, and so he showed up with all his buddies' military books, and this guy's wife had just said, just go ahead and give them away. And so he showed up and he had all these books, and he had a number of early 80s kind of Cold War military hardware and tactics, and so I grabbed 3 or 4 of them because
Oh, cool.
we had just started, or I knew we were going to play Red Star, or we were going to play Third World War. They're pretty cool. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, like you were saying, Jack. It's like you gotta, like, oh yeah, I forgot about all this equipment that
I
doesn't.
remember those books. Yeah, they're like these manuals you can get, right? And it's like how to. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're kind of like these hardback coffee table style books with just
Yeah,
pictures and all the stats, and
yeah.
it's interesting. Yeah.
I still have one of mine. It's the Third World War III, like coffee table book. And
Uh-huh.
you would get them at like the old bookstores
Yeah.
for whatever. I've had that thing since I was in like sixth, seventh grade.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You
cool.
know,
So anyway,
that
so
was
yeah,
all.
like so there was the what was the one in the last scenario? They had a dragon, wasn't it, Keith?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And so yeah, they had that. I was like, oh, what was that thing? And I go looked it up, and yeah.
The Dragon it's a missile, but what the heck was it? Was it a oh shoot, I'm going to look that one up now.
Yeah. I think it's wire guided,
Yeah,
if I recall.
the M47 Dragon
Yep, that's the one.
phased out of service in 2001, replaced by the Javelin.
That's right.
Javelin. Cool.
Wow.
All
All
right. Well,
right.
that'll do it.
Well, fellas, thanks for letting me sit in. It was a
Yeah.
pleasure to